Isn't it fascinating how the mind, so powerful, so fluid, can shift in an instant? How what once felt heavy, unbearable, suffocating, can dissolve the moment you decide to step into something new. Because the old expectation, that feeling that something might go wrong, that success might be fleeting, that control is just an illusion, it was never really yours, was it? No, it was borrowed, conditioned, installed by past experiences, absorbed from the world around you, reinforced by repetition. But just as it was installed, it could be uninstalled, transformed, rewritten. Because right now, something within you is awakening. With every word, with every breath, with every realization, settling deeper and deeper into the fabric of your being, you begin to feel it. The energy shifting, that lightness returning. Because you were never small, you were never powerless, you were never at the mercy of fate. In fact, what if all along, it was never about waiting for things to go wrong? What if you were actually waiting for things to go right? What if every ounce of worry, every flicker of doubt, every moment of hesitation was just your unconscious mind preparing you for this moment? The moment you finally realize you don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to brace for impact. Because now you're stepping into a new way of being. A way of being where your energy, it attracts exactly what you expect. So why not expect greatness? Why not expect ease? Why not expect success unfolding for you, moment after moment, in ways that feel almost effortless? Because when you think about it, isn't it obvious? The feeling of fear, of doubt, of resistance, it was never a sign to stop. It was never proof that you were doing something wrong. It was just a signal, a compass, pointing you towards exactly what you were meant to break through. And now as you allow this realization to sink in, you start to feel something else. That shift, that unstoppable momentum. And the more you lean into it, the stronger it becomes. The past, it's just a reference point now. A point you used to live. But you're not there anymore. You're here. And here is where everything changes. Because now, instead of being pushed by fear, you're pulled by vision. Instead of expecting disaster, you expect expansion. Instead of feeling small, you feel limitless. Because the truth is, you're not fragile. You're not weak. You're not here to tiptoe through life, waiting for something to knock you down. No, you're here to rise, to take up space, to claim your power. Step fully into the kind of presence that turns heads, that shifts rooms, that creates reality, with nothing but pure intention. Because this is your time. And the deeper you feel it, the more unstoppable you become. Because from this moment forward, you're done waiting, you're done hesitating, you're done asking for permission to live a life that was already meant for you. And as this truth locks into place, as it integrates so deeply within you, it becomes a part of who you are. You realize something incredible. That feeling of fear, gone. That weight you were carrying, released. That old story rewritten. And in its place, a new energy, a new drive, a new way of moving through the world, bold, clear, confident. And doesn't it feel good to finally step fully into you? Because this is just the beginning, isn't it? And you haven't even seen what's coming next, but you can feel it, and you know it's going to be extraordinary. And isn't it interesting how the mind, so powerful, so adaptable, it can take what once felt like an unbreakable pattern and dissolve it, just like that. Because maybe, just maybe, the way things were was never the way they had to be. What if, for a moment, you stepped outside of the old rhythm, the loop of expectation, of waiting for the other shoe to drop, of bracing for impact, and realized the impact never comes until you summon it. Because the truth is, nothing outside you has power over you. No past, no fear, no old imprint lingering in the background of your mind. And right now, as these words weave their way through your awareness, something inside you shifts, like a click, like a door opening, like a realization so deep, so undeniable that from this moment forward, you'll never see things the same way again. Because you were never meant to shrink. You were never meant to feel small, to doubt yourself, to question whether or not you deserve the kind of life that lights you up from the inside out. You were meant to expand, to rise, to step forward with the kind of presence that says, without a single word, I belong here. Does you feel that? As you allow it to settle deep into the core of your being, you begin to notice something fascinating. The expectation of disaster fading. The old reflex to brace for impact softening. Because something even stronger is taking its place. And knowing a certainty, the kind of certainty that doesn't come from logic alone, but from something deeper, something primal, something unchangeable. Because the truth is, you are never fighting for control. You are awakening to it. And now, that awakening is in full motion. Now you expect success. Now you expect ease. Now you expect life to unfold for you in ways that feel effortless, exciting, aligned. Because what if everything that you've been through, the struggles, the doubts, the setbacks, was never a sign that you were losing? What if it was all preparation, sharpening you, strengthening you, training you to hold more power, more love, more abundance than you ever thought possible? And now that you see it for what it is, you feel it happening, the weight lifting, the resistance dissolving, the hesitation gone, and in its place a fire, a momentum, a drive so unshakable that from this moment on, you are unstoppable. Because you're not your past, you're not your fears, you're not the version of you that used to doubt, used to hesitate, used to play small. You're here, and here is where it all begins. Because from now on, you commit fully, you move boldly, you expect greatness, and the world, it responds in kind. Because the moment you decide fully, undeniably, completely, life has no choice but to match you. And now, as this realization locks into place, you know this is your time. This is your breakthrough, and it only gets better from here.